the future. You've already probably learned how to play bass, since we're a good 50 years in the future now. And in the future, we're able to teleport places and do other things that you can only imagine. But in case you haven't learned bass yet, I'm going to teleport over to the piano now and start our lesson on the piano, so stay tuned. All right, Burl on bass in the future is also Burl on piano. But we're not here today to have a piano lesson. Oh, sorry, that's Burl on piano. That'll be my other YouTube channel in the far distant future, even beyond the regular future. All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Burl on bass. Another lesson today, we're going to be talking about how to work your way around the fretboard. Might seem a little unusual that I'm at the piano, but I want to spend about 5 minutes going through what a chromatic scale is, what's whole steps, what's half steps, and that'll make what we're doing on the bass a lot easier to understand. We have something called a chromatic scale. I'm going to start in C just because it's a lot easier. Between C up to C sharp, that is a half step. So C, C sharp is half step. C sharp to D, half step. Half step, 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 half step. That is the C chromatic scale. What we're doing is we're going up the scale by intervals of 1/2. This is a whole tone, or just a whole step. It's, shockingly, mathematics being our strong suit, a half step is 1/2 of a whole step. Those are going to be important later on when I'm showing you your way around the fretboard, because what we're going to explain is on the bass, every fret is going to be moving up 1/2 step. Again, we're here in the future, so through the magic of modern technology, I'm going to teleport back over to the bass. See you soon. Hello, my name is Burl's dog. I'm way cuter than Burl, but I can't really teach you how to bass. So we're going to play bass today, so we got to go over to my dad, Burl, and he's going to teach you how to play bass. But if you need a cute dog, I'm still here. All right, well that was my cute dog, and isn't she cute? Yes. Because your name's Burl, you got to have a hound dog like her. All right, well today we're going to teach how to work our way around the fretboard. We started off on the piano to explain what a half step looks like. A half step is just one between C and C sharp, or any one half step note we want to talk about. On the bass, we have 4 strings. We have E, A, D, G. Those are our open strings. And as we go up the fretboard this way, you'll hear people call it, this is up the fretboard, this is down the fretboard. So if we're going to go up the fretboard, let's start on the A string and just see what notes we can get just by playing on the A string. We can go A. If we go on the first fret, we're going to go to A sharp, B flat. Those are different notes, same tone, but that's for a theory lesson way in the future, even though we're already in the future. A sharp to B, B sharp to C, C to C sharp, C sharp to D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and here we are back to A. The manufacturers a long time ago made it very, very easy for us on bass by putting 2 nice little dots, also called inlays, on our fretboards. That is the end of the chromatic scale for each and every string. If this is an E, you're always going to know that's an E up there. If this open string is a G, that's a G up there. D, D, A, A. That is how the fretboard works. It doesn't matter what string I am on, it is always going to be the same. I'm going to start with my open string, my open note, and every fret I move up, I am going to move up a half step or a tone, however you want to explain it. So if I am here, this is E. If I want to get to F, I know E to F is 1/2 step. So all I have to do is move up 1 fret and I have gone from E to F. Now, that is a complete explanation of the fretboard of the bass. It is a very simple instrument to begin playing. It can also become an extremely complex instrument later on with runs, riffs, everything like that. What I'm going to tell you, the reason this lesson is vital is because you're going to see a lot of bass players know between their open string and their 5th fret. I'm going to call that open position. Kind of like guitars, they have open guitar chords, and some guitar players never expand beyond that. I'm going to say for a lot of bass players, they only know the notes from the open string up to the 5th string. And to be quite honest, you can be a competent bass player just by knowing your notes down there and knowing that's a G and that's a G. You are going to be a competent bass player. However, if you want to go from competence to excellence, I don't profess to be excellent, but there are excellent players out there, but to become excellent, you're really going to want to learn your entire fretboard, all the way from the open string, all the way up here to the 12th string. Some players will really want to get up high in here. I don't play a lot in there, and I can say I've been playing, I've been playing 37 years. And in those 37 years, I have probably done 4 or 5 licks, fills, whatever you want to call it, above the 12th string. All we're doing is repeating, but that's a story for another day. You really want to become familiar with your entire fretboard all the way up from the open to the 12th string. And the way you're going to do that is this. You can start off just by learning the first few frets. Learn up to the 5th fret, 3rd fret, whatever you want to do, so you automatically know, okay, I'm looking for a B flat and I want it on the G string, so boom, that's there. Okay, I want to do a G, but I want it on the D string. That's right there. If you can become super competent at the notes from the 5th fret on down, it's going to be the same thing. So, okay, I now know, because I've spent some time practicing, learning, doing whatever, I know that this is a C. Okay, what I want to really do is find a high E. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, C sharp, D, D sharp, and that's where I'm going to find my E. Just like I'm going to find my E if I'm way down here on the A string. I'm just going A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. You're really going to have to take some time to essentially memorize that if I'm looking for a C, but I want to play it on the D string, I know right away that that's my C. You don't want to be in the middle of a song, where you're playing 16th notes, and for some reason you don't want to go up here. Maybe there's a tasty lick you're looking up, but you got to know that that C is right there. You can't be goofing around singing, okay, I'm down here, where's the C? Oh crap, I lost my place, where am I now? Oh, and I missed the C to begin with. That's really not going to work. Now, I think maybe some ways you can have a little bit of fun with this, because when we play, we should be having fun, and that's what music is all about. What I'd really like you to do is I'd really like you to start alphabetically with the letters A. So in playing music, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, and G are our non-flatted natural notes. Not flat, not sharp. And you also have all your sharps and flats associated with those. But let's not worry about those right now. Let's try to, as an exercise, find an A on every single string. Okay, I'm here at E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. Done. I now know where to find A on my low string. I'd also like to find A on the next string up. Oh, look at that. It's right there. It's right there when I play my open string. There's my A. And remember what I told you before? The octave, the nice little double dots that they put for us, that's also going to be an A. Let's go up to our D string. D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp. There's our A right there. Let's go to our G string. G, G sharp, there's our A right there. I now know on every string where to find my A. If you took 5 minutes a day, say, okay, today I'm really going to work hard on finding all my A's. A, B, 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 and so on and so forth, till you really get good on the fretboard to the point it's not having to think about it anymore. That if I'm looking for an F sharp, but I only have my A string for one reason or another, I can go right there and I can hit that F sharp every single time because I know exactly where it is. It's going to take practice, it's going to take time, but you really should spend the time from your open string all the way to your 12th fret memorizing what these notes are. What I don't want you to do is get bored and be like, okay, here's an A, now let's find another A. It should be fun. So like I talked about in your practice, make a game out of it. Time yourself. Do something different so that you enjoy what you're doing. And I'm going to reinforce what I talked about last time is we've gone over enough concepts now. We've talked about right hand technique. We've talked about left hand technique, which I really wasn't paying attention, so it was probably pretty terrible because my hand's a little bit sore today. And now we've talked about working your way around the fretboard. Those are several concepts that I don't want you to spend more than a couple minutes each day working on. I don't want you to spend an hour going, because it really will get pretty boring after a while, and I'd really rather have you have fun with this rather than being bored. So you can work on your right hand technique, you can work on your left hand technique. It doesn't matter what note you play. You could just be playing notes in general, making sure you're working on all those exercises that we talked about, strengthening these two fingers. That could be part of your practice. Another part of your practice could be A, B, B, B. Actually, that was an A, sorry, B, B. It's hard to talk and play at the same time. I'm figuring that out more and more. All right. Well, that's okay. So I hope that was useful to you today. That's going to understand how to do the fretboard, and that's going to start building on the next thing we're going to talk about, which are scales. You're going to have to know your way around the fretboard in order to play scales, but that's what's really going to take your bass playing to the next level. Remember, competence, excellence. Competence, excellent. Don't worry right now if you're just a beginning bass player, just being a competent bass player. That is completely okay. Probably for the first 5 years I played, I didn't move past this fret unless I absolutely have to. And when I went up here, I was like, oh, so don't sweat it. Just learn your way around the fretboard as much as you can, and you'll be happy. All right. Well, I hope you had a good lesson, and I hope this was useful to you. Throw your comments down below if you have any suggestions or you want other lessons. I have about 20 lessons planned out, but if you have something specific you want to know, throw it down in the comments, and I'll be sure to address it. Or if you have any questions, please do the same thing, and feel free to subscribe. All right, take care and have a great day.